Hey guys, Steven here, Fanatic Perspective. Congratulations to the Kansas State Wildcats for winning the Big 12 championship over the TCU Horned Frogs, uh, ending the undefeated run for TCU. Now, TCU is still 12-1. First off, right off the bat, I still think they deserve to make the college football playoffs as one of the four teams with everything that's being considered and showed and how wonky this season has been. I know they're not conference champions, but I don't think they were bad enough today. And when you factor in Alabama and Ohio State, and I think Ohio State probably jumps USC considering that performance yesterday against Utah. But I think TCU should still be in at 12-1 considering the strength of schedule. Um, 4 straight weeks where they beat a ranked team. There's a lot that they did that a lot of other teams in college football did not accomplish. But if you want to hit me with the argument about on a neutral field, who would be favored between TCU and Bama, I'm not going to argue with you on that. We know it's Bama. If you want to argue with me about who would be favored in a matchup versus Michigan or Georgia, or however the games are playing out right now, I'm not going to argue with you. I don't have this strong, compelling argument. I'm a Texas fan. I'm just saying, based upon season TCU had, I think they deserve to be in. But in terms of the game and reacting to what we saw in Arlington today, I am blown away by the decision of Sonny Dykes not to allow Max Duggan on 3rd and 4th and goal to run the football in, or else we're not even having the playoff conversation. Honestly, we're really only talking seeding for TCU. And you know, I don't have Max Duggan as my Heisman guy or anything like that. And I don't even think he's the best player in the Big 12. And he showed a lot of struggles today, which is why they ended up in overtime in the first place. And the Big 12 refs were a significant issue in this game today, and they will continue to be because that's just the crappy organization that they are. But he showed a lot of heart. He fights just like Sam Ellinger used to fight. Great athlete, willing his team, kept throwing downfield, whether the ball was accurate or not. His guys make plays. They have amazing receivers there at TCU, a lot of talent and athletic talent down the field. And they get themselves back in the game. Duggan runs down there in overtime and they're moving. And I just don't understand how coaches get in their own way in these situations. It's crazy. And Sonny Dykes has been probably the most impressive coach in college football this year. I know a lot of people are going to love to shortchange Sonny and say, "Oh, well, he took over a team that returned all these experienced guys, and he, he and Max Duggan had all his experience and all this type of stuff." These experienced people were 5-7 last year, and as a matter of fact, as we go back and reflect, them and Kansas State, we have to give credit here. Now, Kansas State did come into the season with the most players on the Big 12 honorable mention or preseason list, if you think about it. So, all I think they had 6 players. They had more than anybody else and kind of proved out to be the way to pick the conference this year. But if we go back and look at this for the people that just like to hammer the experience button and don't consider anything else, this is the preseason poll before the season started. We knew coming into the season that Kansas State and TCU were loaded in terms of experience, starts, juniors, seniors, graduate transfers, the whole bit. Both of these rosters were loaded, yet neither of them were picked to finish above Texas. As a matter of fact, Kansas State was picked 5th, TCU was picked 7th. So Sonny Dykes has done an unbelievable job over the course of the season at putting his team in this position. Chris Kleiman, congratulations again to Kansas State for putting his team in that position, even though they were only picked 5th. And I bring this up because as a Texas fan, I just see an opportunity blown on our end. And again, a lot of progress made this season. I'm happy with the trajectory of our program overall and the development of the young talent that we have on board, the way we're recruiting, whole bit. However, this was an opportunity missed, and we see today. Kansas State comes to this game, and Kansas State team that we beat in Manhattan, by the way, has won the Big 12. They go 10-3. Will Howard, who was, technically their backup quarterback, Adrian Martinez, wasn't able to play today, was in street clothes, and they get it done. They got one for Deuce Vaughn. They have Malik Knowles go down in the game. They have, Garcia step up off the bench. They have freshman corners stepping up off the bench. No excuses. So yes, they had some veteran stuff going on and whatnot, but before the season, when everyone knew what the rosters were, they still expected Texas to do better. Now we were only picked fourth, so I'm not saying we were expected to make it to the Big 12 championship game either. And we saw the ones again. If I pull this back up, who were ahead of us, like both the Oklahoma schools and Baylor, of course. But when we consider what we saw today and where Texas will finish, and we may do a live here either today or tomorrow with some bowl projections and things of that sort. It is a little disappointing to see us end up here seeing Kansas State take advantage of their rematch opportunity. I wanted that rematch opportunity for Texas and Arlington. And I think we could have, if we played in this game today, we could have been very, very effective against Max Duggan as well. But y'all let me know in the comments the decision to not allow Max Duggan. They decided to run the ball off tackle with Kendre Miller. And, I understand the conversation about, hey, he's gassed, he's winded, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you can still kick a field goal. It's not sudden death. You can kick a field goal, play defense, and go to double overtime if it's that much of a problem. And knowing the gamer that Max Duggan had shown, he probably could have willed himself into the end zone on a keeper or a sneak and just more so focus on getting a push and firing off the ball rather than trying to be unpredictable or break tendency. There's times in the game where you want to try to break tendency and trick somebody, and there's other times where it's like, I don't care if they know what the play is, we need to line up and execute. So it's interesting to see that happen. But congratulations, Kansas State. Great effort. Thought they were going to choke their pants away at the end, but they got it done. Made the field goal, 31-28, champs. You guys, another Big 12 season and another team that stepped up surprisingly and took the conference this year. So let me know in the comments how you guys feel about everything. I'm going to continue watching Championship Saturday. Right now, Georgia is kicking LSU's ass. And we still have Michigan tonight, Michigan and Purdue, as well as North Carolina, Clemson. So we'll be definitely rooting for Coach Mac Brown in that matchup there. But folks, want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor here, Last Stand Hats. So hit up that link, new link there, laststandhats.com/fanatic. Promo code Fanatic10 gets you 10% off at checkout. Dope hats like this, the Texas football hat above. I'm always rocking the all gas, no brakes hat. Great polos, hoodies, all sorts. Anybody looking for Christmas gift ideas, 'tis the season. Hit up laststandhats.com/fanatic. Basketball merch is on the way. For those of you who are following Last Stand Hats on Twitter, I've seen some of the designs that they're pushing to Chris Beard. So that is on the way. Hit that promo code Fanatic10. I appreciate y'all. Guys, especially for my Texas fans out there, we got to get this Big 12 championship next season. Let's jump in on this. Remember, horns always up.